Roblox has been showing a lot of love to limited items recently. They've been releasing a lot of new limited items, and they even made the first ever limited layered clothing item. And they've actually talked about UGC items going limited in the past, so I'm going to be showing you guys some UGC items I think would be really cool as limited items. First, I got the domino headphones. I feel like a lot of people have been talking about these items recently. There's 5 different colors of these items, so you have a lot of different options. They're very similar to the regular domino crown items, and Roblox always does these kind of spin-off items, and I think these would be really cool as limited items. They would probably be worth a decent amount because they look really good, and I just like how it has so much variety with them. Next, I have the eye glare items. I think these ones actually look really cool. They're really unique items. Again, not super expensive, and they have 5 different colorways, so you have a lot of different variation depending on which ones you want for your character. And overall, I just think it's a really nice, a really clean item that can look good on a lot of different avatars. The only limited I can really compare these to are the glowing eyes items. It looks kind of similar, but these are just a way more updated and modern version, I think. But I really could see these items having a decent amount of demand, and actually going for a decent amount of Robux is this luxury bag. There's 5 different colors again, so you have a lot of variety, and they look somewhat similar to the Gucci or the Burberry items, but the quality on these items are just insane. They almost look like they're real things, and I just think they look really good. They would be cool as limited items. I definitely think it's a step up from the actual Gucci and Burberry items that they released, so I think this would be a really cool limited item. Next, I chose these wizard hoods. I think they look really cool. They're pretty cheap. There's a few different colors again, just like the rest of these items. So I think it would be a really cool series for items like this to go limited. I definitely think these items could make up some really nice outfits, and it would be really cool to trade if they actually were limited items. Even though it's not Christmas time, I still think it would be really cool if some of these Santa hats and these elf hats actually ended up going limited as well. These definitely all have a lot of sales, but either way, I think it would be really cool for Roblox to release a few more Christmas limited items, and I think these look better than any of the ones that Roblox has actually made. So some of these Santa hats I think could be really good and really cool limited items. I thought that this Meta headset was also really cool. Obviously it has the Roblox logo on the headphones. I think it looks really clean. It's a good looking item, and I think it's similar to something that Roblox would actually release as a limited, so I think it would just be perfect if it actually did go limited. I think it would be really cool if some of these shoulder pal items actually went limited, whether they're from YouTubers, whether they're from Roblox games, or even from sponsored things. There's already a couple limited shoulder pals, and I think that some of these would actually be really cool and would be really good as limited items. Obviously that'd be pretty cheap, but I think it would be really interesting if Roblox decided to give some YouTubers their own limited items through the shoulder pals, and same with some Roblox games. This item right here is so random, but I think it would be really cool as a limited item. It already has the name Superfly, just like the Superfly cap and the Super Duper Fly cap, so it would fit right in as a limited item. I feel like it's just really random. Sometimes Roblox likes to make items like this go limited, and I think this one would be actually really cool. It looks nice, it's very unique, and it would be interesting to get traded. I definitely think that they should make some of the more OG UGC items go limited. I just picked out a few random ones, but I think some of these items would be really cool as limited items, especially to show like some love to the OG items and kind of show where UGC items actually started from with some of these items that I think also look really nice and would be really cool as actual limited items. I also found this item, the metal pail, that I think would be interesting as a limited item. Obviously it's pretty similar to the bucket item, but it's just basically a more updated version, and it looks pretty modern, it looks pretty good. I think it would be cool as a limited item, especially since the bucket is already limited. Some of these back swords I think are actually really cool. They look really good. I think they would be great as limited items, especially since they're so similar to the Immortal Sword items on Roblox. But in my opinion, I think some of them are actually better quality and even look better than some of the Immortal Swords. So I think these could be really cool as limited items. This is another item that I thought was pretty funny, the DIY cardboard head stack. I think it's a really cool looking item, and I think it would be really cool as a limited item as well. I'm sure as you guys know, there's already a bunch of DIY and cardboard items that are already limited. So I think this would be a cool one to actually add to the collection if they chose to make UGC items go limited. But be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments section